2 Englishmen, a Welshman, a Scotsman, an Irishman, an Australian, a Belgian and a Dutchman remain in the hunt at this year's UK Open. Michael van Gerwen's crown is up for grabs. So who is going to write their name in the Minehead record books tonight?
Gerwyn Price, the tough Welshman. Wow, what about that? He knows no fear. He is hitting absolutely top-notch darts.
Silky smooth.
Beautiful, and what a time to do it. And there you go.
Oh!
How about that?
That's what we like to see.
Alan Norris fancies a major TV title. Yes! What a checkout! Absolutely terrific. Barney is laying down a marker for this UK Open title. Kim Huybrechts, by the narrowest of margins, gets across the line. Gurney, an exceptional performance. Certainly one to watch here at Minehead. The man in form, the tournament favourite. Is this going to be the year of the snake?
Well, here's how we line up for the quarterfinals of the UK Open. We start with the Belgian Kim Huybrechts, who edged a 10-9 thriller with Joe Cullen yesterday. He's up against Alan Norris, who enjoyed a slightly more comfortable fifth-round passage with a win against Michael Smith. Then it's Ian White. He saw off Martin Lukeman yesterday, up against Gerwyn Price, who ended Paul Hogan's fairy tale run here last night. Simon Whitlock says he can win it, but he's got to get past Daryl Gurney today. He's looking in fine fettle. And no doubt at all, what's the biggest game of the afternoon session, as the favourite Peter Wright takes on a man who's won this title twice, but not for the last decade, Raymond van Barneveld. All the games are best of 19 or the first of 10. And we've got the semis and the final to come later on tonight. 119 men have been sent packing at the UK Open so far, and we've been dying to get rid of these two. We just couldn't shake them off. They're still here.
We're still here.
Oh, we love you really, we love you really. Huge game tonight. We're going to have to look at that one first. Wright versus Barney, a couple of Premier League players. How's Peter Wright been looking for you now that he's the favourite?
He'll still think he's favourite and going to win it. I mean, Barney is obviously a quality player, Premier League player. He's won this title before, but Peter is the favourite. And the reason he's the favourite, because of his form over the last 4 or 6 months. It's not just been the TV games, it's been some of the Pro Tour events. He's been averaging well into the hundreds on regular occasions. He's won 3 of the UK Open qualifiers. He's just in really good form all the way through the match.
He reckons this wouldn't be a real major win, though, if he was to win it for the first time. Was MVG and Phil Taylor on here? Do you think he's just trying to take the pressure off himself, perhaps?
No, I fancied him to win it, even if, you know, way before MVG pulled out. I just think he's playing at such a level at the moment, and with, you know, he's in such a comfortable place. You can tell some players, you know, it's no surprise when they win a big one. When Alan was, you know, way back, you know, decades ago.
Way back.
But, you know, he was playing the best darts at the time, so it was no surprise. And, you know, when with Peter, even away from the TV, like Alan said, even away from the TV, he's throwing incredible darts. So, yeah, I'm not shocked he was installed as favourite. I fancied him to win it. I think every game this afternoon is a pick-em. It's a bit of a coin flip. I like Barneveld. He looks good. Can he play 3 games at the level needed in one day? I don't know. I seen him last night and he was exhausted against Tabern.
He was 26 starts at double against Tabern.
But he looked physically exhausted. You know, your Gerwyn Price, I think he can play 10 games in a day. You know, he's one of those guys. He's brand new. He's keen. He's young. You know, he's fit. And that's going to play its part today for me. I think fitness is massive.
I think generally every one of those 8 players will believe that they can win this.
Yeah.
They really can.
Well, Simon Whitlock versus Daryl Gurney. Simon Whitlock says he thinks he can win this. You said Chris Mason last night, based on what? You don't understand why he should be one of the favourites.
No, well, I can understand why, because in recent months he's found his form again. But, you know, prior to that, you know, he's gave me, you know, listen, I'm paid to have my opinion. He's done nothing in the last 2 years that makes me think, can he win a major? The last 3 months, absolutely. He's found his form all over again. He looks good. He's confident. Where before he always looked jaded. It looked a struggle. The last 3 months, he's looked like he's got his mojo back, and he's ready to win. You know, and why not? You know, he has every chance. Every one of those 8 players is in with a shout today. There's nobody in the last 8 that cannot win it.
Daryl Gurney,
Whether
can
they
he
will
win?
or not. Well, of course he can, yeah. I mean, he's been touted for quite some time to be one of those players who could not just get to a final, but maybe win one.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, Michael not being here, there's all sorts of equations there, but he's changed his game a little bit because I think one of his biggest issues a couple of years ago was a bit of an attitudinal thing. And he changed it, and he's
In
a
what
much
way?
better player.
He used to get involved, didn't he?
Yeah, he used to get involved, and if he missed, it was somebody else's fault and not his. And some players do that, but he kind of got over that little hurdle, and it's improved his game because he's got much more self-belief.
He's maturing.
Yeah,
He's maturing, and you have to. You can't play this game with and make it personal, because then it affects how you throw. And I used to, you know, Daryl would probably be the first to admit he used to get involved, and if you get, I did it. You know, I used to.
Did that
think
not help your game though?
No,
he
because
still
became,
does it now in exhibitions.
Yeah. No, it becomes
And in the bar.
yeah. You get personal, and you can't let emotion get involved in playing darts. You literally, this game, apart from the counting, you have to shut your brain down and just stand there and go through the motions. And the ones that do that are the ones that win.
Okay, we shall see. Well, Kim Huybrechts and Alan Norris will be getting things underway for us here in the main arena in Minehead. Both men have been having a chat to Ned Boulting.
Well, first quarter-final up, Kim versus Alan. Chuck, do you like playing each other? Do you like playing this man?
Yeah, he's got a good rhythm. It's a bit the same as me, a bit passionate. So, yeah, we always have good games, quality games, and I think it's not going to be different today.
You had to dig quite deep, didn't you, Kim, to get past that your last encounter?
Yeah, indeed. Joe played amazing darts. Have to say that respect for him. His finishes were amazing, especially in the beginning of the game. And, yeah, he had me go all the way, so, yeah, respect.
And Chuck, it's been a little bit more serene, your progress to this point so far. Would you have liked a sort of a bigger test, the likes of Kim just had?
Well, I don't know. I think Benito and Michael Smith are pretty big tests in themselves. You know, they've both been on good form the last two seasons, and you know, I'm quite happy. It's just been, you know, I mean, the Michael game, that was just a bit weird. I think 12 breaks a throw in the match, but you know, progress is there. It's, you know, it's all about today now.
Huge incentive, isn't it, for both of you? I mean, you know, into the final day and a semi-final, just one match away now.
Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it's all on the day. So hopefully a good steady day today, and you know, we'll do well.
And does this feel a bit different for both of you? I mean, the absence of the big names, it gets talked about, but it must be a factor in the back of your minds. This is a major opportunity for someone just to come and snatch a major title here.
I think there are 8 players now that are thinking like that. It's for everyone a major opportunity. But then again, we know we can beat these guys as well. They're really good, but we are good as well on the day. They just do it a bit more often than us. But, well, do we have to look at it? No. We're in a quarter-final. We deserve it. And unlucky, whether it's due to an injury or just a loss, but we're here and we deserve it.
You agree with that, Chuck? Does it, in a weird way, does it add a bit more pressure because it's such an opening for other players to emerge?
Well, I think you should just concentrate on who's here and who's in the tournament. Who's not here, it doesn't really matter, you know. That's the way I look at it, you know. It's, you know, you can say it's a bonus. It was only a bonus if you drew Michael, because then you didn't have to play.
Christo?
All right, listen, both of you, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
Both those players, Alan Norris and Kim Huybrechts, have looked in pretty good nick this weekend. So we'll be looking to find out who will be the first man to book his quarter-final spot. Anybody got a wet sponge? I think you might need it, quite possibly. We'll have some live action for you, maybe not of that type, coming up very shortly.